it's a horrible thing, as we were sort of talking in the preamble there, as you were saying, like having to readjust. It's not like you've got the same technology, the same sort of access inside the world. Time moves differently. And obviously, for people that don't know, you're sitting here today recording this within, what, a week of being out? So I imagine you're still very much readjusting to the pace of your own, the beat of your own drum, as it were.
Yeah, it's made me more determined as being inside, seeing like how much taxpayers' money is wasted. And so I can put a bit different perspective on proceedings type of thing, where I can bring about change for all the people who are in there. Most of them are just non-violent drug offenders who are spending years and years behind the door. And it's I mean, to stand up for everybody. Hopefully give all these people jobs in the industry, what we can set up, so they're not left behind, because millions have got criminal records because of the cannabis use.
Yeah.
They put on some type of list where you can't do this job and you can't do that job and you can't get this insurance and this drug test says you can't do this. But if you're honourable and you've got morals and you're prepared to do a day's work, I mean, what we're setting up, it will be welcome and beneficial to you to come in with your ways and your community, like, feel good. So, like, just bring us all together.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I guess it is quite palpable and really quite more obvious than ever to you. Is obviously we talked when I came to visit a few times about sort of the state of what was going on inside. That, as you say, the majority of these people were locked up for non-violent drug offences, yet there's a lot of drugs in prison. It just doesn't quite make sense. And as you say, it's costing tens of thousands of pounds a year to lock these people up. And as you say, they're not then contributing to society through tax, through working that they could be if our industry, predominantly cannabis, I mean, I would advocate for other drugs, but that's a different conversation, was allowed to flourish. As you say, as you've always kind of advocated, it's the bedroom growers and the hobbyists. These are the ones that should be leading the march here, because they're the ones that have kept the market afloat during the darkest days of prohibition. Yeah, we've had the big growers and various gangs and whatever at different levels, but the majority of people are still just smoking good quality home grow, and they should be honoured for that and given that opportunity. And there is no difference, as you say, between the people locked up with their drug conviction and the person outside that doesn't have one. It's society's perception of going there bad because they were criminalised, but they were criminalised because the laws are wrong, not because what they did was necessarily wrong.
Yeah, there needs to be community payback, but paid back by the alcohol industry and the pharmaceutical industry who've been ring-fencing people and putting people in their box and say, drink this and take that. And people want to go more organic now. And we've seen the legal cannabis industry, what they've been about since, 2018. And there's 30,000 people with a prescription, but there's 2.5 million who actually use cannabis. So we want to work with all these 2.5 million and give them a bit of equity and a bit of space, so like they can grow their own and like then come to our club and like watch the musicians or share the wares or bring their edibles, or they can be part of the community. We've been setting up, so it's a whole new way of life and a whole new way of existence. It's like a lifestyle what we've created, and it's community orientated, and it's about giving back.